On Friday, I have sent you some notes like regarding the JavaScript data type like where,
Yeah.
let, and constant, correct? So, did you get a
Yes.
chance to
Yes.
look on?
I did.
Okay, okay.
బయటికి లాగుదాం.
So, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, so what you understand? Can you tell me? Let, const,
So
and
it
where.
is regarding variables and constants, like where we use them,
Right.
how we use them in our
Okay,
Java.
correct. Means the three of all are used for variable declarations, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are the key difference?
Between the variable
Yeah,
and
between the
const.
where, let, and const.
Um,
So, if you see the definition here, so where declaration are globally scope or function scope.
okay.
Okay, so they are hosted to the top of the scope and initialized with undefined. Okay, so where allows variables to be re-declared and updated, and variables declared with where can be declared again within the same scope. Okay, so I'll take you one example here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the function. If you see here, example function is there, correct? This is function. So
Yeah.
inside this function we have one variable y, and we assign 30 here. Got it? So the scope of this variable is into this function only. Got it?
Okay.
And if you see here again, you can see if block is there. Inside if block we have variable y4. We redeclare this one in the same scope.
Okay.
Okay, so we can redeclare the same scope using variable, but it does not happen in the latent constant. This is the difference. Okay. Yeah. Now again, if you see here carefully, outside this, if we again we are define the log y. Got it?
Okay.
So now this one is a global one, x10 and x20. Okay. Inside, so it means that using 4 times we are using var here, var x. So this one is the same variable. Before it was 10, now it's 20. We redeclare it. Okay. Now again, in this case we
Okay.
have 30. Again we redeclare. So 30 become 40. Y become 30 means 40 now.
Okay.
Got it? Now this y is also 40. So again we can say console.log y. Output is 40. So now the okay. So let me tell you how to define, how to write this one. We need to write like this. Like in Cypress, we write like this cy.js, correct? Extension. But in
Yes. Yes.
but in JavaScript, we used to write only .js. And
Okay.
how to run this one? Just copy this one. Copy the relative path and add a node here, node, and just so you see, okay, they go output 2 times 40 40.
Okay.
Okay, even though we have defined x 10, 20, then 30, but at the end of the day, you can see you'll get 40 40 only.
So this one we are learning for
Variable where.
no, no, no. This JavaScript is learning for what are we learning for?
See, this is the JavaScript code, and right now we are learning the variable where.
Okay.
Yesterday I given you know that we have three type of variable declarations:
No,
const.
no, no. I wasn't asking. I'm not asking that. Like, why are we learning this JavaScript? So
Okay,
we learned Cypress for testing purpose. Now, why are we learning this JavaScript?
see, every automation framework there is one
Mm-hmm.
core language should be there. Okay. So
Okay.
without core language, you cannot learn the automation framework. So if you see
Okay.
carefully, Cypress is not a language. It is a automation framework which is based on
Yeah.
JavaScript.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you have Selenium. So
Mm-hmm.
Selenium is like jar files, and it is also we can use Java, JavaScript, Ruby, Python, different languages we can use. Okay. So
Okay.
if you get expertise in this automation framework, okay, so you must know the basic core language of this thing. Okay. So
Okay.
in Cypress, mainly focus on JavaScript because it is a Node.js application. So that is the reason we are learning JavaScript here, not Java.
Okay.
But if you are learning Selenium, then we must also learn the Java. So here we are not learning in depth. Only the basic knowledge of JavaScript we should know. Like for example,
Okay.
yeah, for example, where x, let x, constant x, we are defining like this. So when you are automating in Cypress, so you require this one also. Like you have seen my code that I have defined let x equal to x constant x equal to something, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case we use that one, the JavaScript funday we should know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um, like, okay, I got it.
got it. And the second
Yeah.
thing, when you are learning the page object model, okay, so in that page object model you should know how to define class, how to define object, how to call the method inside the class. You should know that one.
Okay.
Okay, so like in this case we define the example as a function here. Okay, and we call this function example outside this function here. Got it?
Got you.
Yeah. So you just forget about this thing. We learn all this thing one by one when we start the function and all. You just understand
Okay.
what is the use of var x here. Simple basic var x. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah. So we define first x equal to 10, then 20, then 30, then 40. So you get confused, okay? Because first this one is globally declaration, and this one is the scope declaration. Because scope means what? This function is there. This is opening and closing bracket is there, and whatever you are defining inside this function, so it is scope to this function only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this one is global because we are defining outside this function here. Got my call?
Okay.
Yeah. So this was the basic example of defining like how to use var x or var. Got it? Now I'll take you the example of uh, let here. This is a code for let. Okay. So I'll take you the example now. Now you tell me what is the answer for this one. See, in this where x we define 10.
Mm-hmm.
We later on we change to 20 here. So we are not getting any error here. We can assign many thing like anything here after this one, where x 20, then where same variable x 30, x y z. But in case of let, we cannot assign x 20 now. See, I am getting error here. Error identifier x has already been declared.
Okay.
So this is the difference between let and where. We cannot assign to the same variable
Okay.
in let using let. So
Okay.
if you compare let with where, so let is more robust. You can assign any variable. So in future you cannot assign more than any like same variable in that particular code or particular
So
scope.
we can assign y equal to 20 like
Yeah, we
that.
can assign y equal 20, but not x now because x is already assigned. 10
Assign.
using let.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it says that for one variable, like just like name or a mobile number, it should be only one.
exactly, unique one,
We can
correct?
use, yeah, unique.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, see, again, we'll take one example. This one globally we define Lx equal to 10. Let x equal to 10 globally we define. Again, we use one function here example. Inside this function, we are defining y equal to 30. If true, if this condition is true, then let y 40. Okay. See, no redirection in the same scope. Okay.
Okay.
It means what? Like this one is the scope of example here, function. And this one is the scope of this if only. Okay, again we define the y 40 here, like y log y here. So tell me what is the output of this program?
Okay.
What do you think? Like previously we got the output is 40 40, correct? 40 40. This one
Mm-hmm.
is 40, this because y is 40. Again this 40, we're taking this value 40 only because we are in the scope only.
Okay. So the answer could be the 40 itself because we are taking var equal to 40.
Okay, here in this case let equal to,
Let equal to 20.
y 20, 20 is not defined na, anywhere.
Okay, you have marked them. Okay.
See if I run this one node, write on node here. See it 40 and 30. So this log y is taking the value this 40. Again, when you come to
Okay,
this
it's
one,
taking
so
both.
yeah, it's not taking the 40 again. It will take this value of 30 because we are in the same scope now. Okay, and now in this case, what happened? We already defined where 30 here. Okay, but this where y changed to 40 now. So both times we got 40 only.
Okay.
Okay, because the value of y got
So
changed now.
there we have used a let. So that is the
Yeah,
reason we got
exactly,
30
exactly.
and 40.
Exactly, because in this case, if you define anything after this where, it will take that one only. But in this case of let, it is strictly telling you that you cannot assign same variable to any value, you know. So like 40 you define, like 30 you define, and you define 40 here. So for this scope, it will take the 40, but later on it will not take 40, it will take you 30 only
Okay.
because it is this y is outside of this scope,
Okay.
but it is not happening in the where.
Hmm. It's a bit confusing to me.
Yeah, it is new now that you are learning, so it's getting confused. Yeah, you just understand that when you are using where now, so basically
Mm-hmm.
where is older than let and const. Whatever we drawback is there using where, so that one is we over by let and constant. Got it? Yeah.
Okay.
For example, this case happen, you know, in where it is loosely based. Like first one is 30 is there. Again, we define y become 40, so it will take 40 only. But in case of let, it will not take 40 again because it's auto scope. It will take 30 only.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now we move to next constant. Mm, Now I'll take this example.
Shakil will stop here. Like I will learn up to where
Okay, okay,
because this will be confusing to me.
okay. So what I'll do, I'll just explain you this constant, then we'll stop here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then tomorrow we'll learn different thing. Okay.
Okay.
It's see now. See, constant and let work together like same one. You cannot constant means what? Once you define any variable, any value to this variable, no, you cannot change it.
Okay.
Like for example, const
Yeah.
x10 is
The
there.
name indicates
Yeah, constant.
constant.
Okay. So this is global. This is out of like we are defining about the function. So this one is global we're defining. Okay. Now this y constant y equal 30. So we change x to y now. If you see this Java, where is that? Here you can see let x10 is there, y30 is there, correct?
Yeah.
Now in this thing, x10, y30 is there. Now we cannot define y40. Y has already been declared, so no need to define again.
Okay.
Okay. So if I define in this scope, if true, y equal 50 error. Because already we define y constant y10, then again we cannot define y to 50. Okay.
Okay.
So in the scope, if you see in this under this scope, in the function, if you have constant y equal 30, then the result would be 30 only. See, if I go and then this node and just see 30 and 30.
Okay. Oh,
Is it clear, Madhuri?
yeah. So once we define only using constant, it takes only one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so you practice, then let me know. We'll see tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Can you share the scripts? Okay, you already shared. Okay.
Yeah, I will share the same one I am using.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And also after this lecture, I'll send you the more, what we learn tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be helpful.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow then, Madhuri.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.